Yes, good morning to one and all. Today we will discuss about that SQL indexes and SQL subqueries also. Right. In last class we have completed that the operators of SQL and views in SQL, how to create the view, how to drop the view, what are advantages and disadvantages of views that we have completed in last class. Now today we'll discuss about that SQL index. Indexes are special lookup tables. It is used to retrieve data from a database very fast. It means the indexes can be used to retrieving the data from the database very fast. Right. So I will give you one example of index. Generally, when you open the book of any text, it means if you open any textbook, on that book you have the index. Suppose you want to see a particular topic in that book. By using that index you can open by using that index you can search your topic in that, and it is having the page number. By using that page number you can directly open the topic, then you can read or do something. Suppose you don't have that index of the book, you have to search each and every page where your information is there in that book. But it takes a lot of time to search that information in the book. Seem like that way. So if you have some lot of information in a particular table, you want to search a particular record from the table. So if you have that index for the table, you can fastly retrieve that information from the database. If you don't have that index of the table, so you have to search each and every record where your desired record is there in the database. So it takes a lot of time, like that, as a book of index. So in SQL we have excellent advantage to create the index of a table. So by using that you can retrieve your desired information within short period of time. Right. So an index used to speed up selected queries and where classes. So it can, the another use of index is to speed up. Suppose you are written a query. That query, if you have the index for that table of the query, then you can retrieve very fast also. That is advantage. But it shows down the data input with insert update statement. Indexes can create or drop without affecting the data. Right. So suppose you are creating an index for a table. So if you are dropped that index, that is not affected, or means that is not a problem with original table of that index. You can update or anything, you can do the index, that is not affected with the original table. If you drop that index also, there is no effect of the table. An index in database just like as index back of a book or front of a book, so which I have told before this only. Right. So that is advantage. Finally, what I am telling, that indexes, if you have the index of a particular table, you can retrieve the information very fast. That is only the advantage of what is the index. Now we'll see how to create the index. Right. So it is used to create an index on a table. It allows duplicate values. So that is, here we have the syntax. Now see here, I'm assuming that create index and write the index on which table you want to create, write the table name, and you can create that index of particular column also. So by using that column you can retrieve that information fastly. Yes, I will give that clarity about this. Generally, if you are open the book, you can see the index in that books. What you have in that one, generally the title of the topic and the relevant page number will be there. But in book we are not having only the title, we will have the description of the titles also, like as main chapter name, unit name, chapter name, topic, subtopic, again subtopic, in that, like that. So in indexes, just we have that not detailed about the topic. So in index of the book will have the topic and the relevant page number. By using that you can open the topic directly and you can read out that information of relevant topic. Means here you are creating the index for the topic, or index for the unit, or index for the chapter, or index for the subtopic, like that also. In table, suppose you are created a index, so on which table you are creating the index, and the table means you have that some attributes, means columns, on which column you want to create that index. So if you want to create the more than one column or one column, that you have to specify while creating that index only, right? So are you getting this? That is excellent advantage. So you can specify that what is that column, in which column of the table you want to create, that also you have to specify in the creating of index only. So finally, how to create the index means it's very simple. Just write create and use the class name index and write the index name. You can write any name of the index, but generally write that should be relevant with the table name, because you will not get any confusion. So write the same table name. My suggestion is write the write the same table name of index extra, add the just index before or after of the name of the table. So if you write like this, you will not get any confusion. Otherwise you can write it anything, there is no problem, right? So how to create the index means, once again I am telling this: create index, write any index name, on which table, and what the column also you have to specify, right? Just a minute. Right. Oh, just a minute. Yes. Once just a minute. Oh, that is advantage of what is that indexes. So index can be used to create index name, on which table, write the table name, and of what column, that column also you have to write. So before name of the table, right? Yes. So here we have given one example also. Suppose you have the table name is persons. We have some different columns in the persons, but I want to create that index of the personal persons table of the columns last name and first name, right? So create write like this: create index name on index idx name is the name of the index, on which table you want to create the index persons. So persons, and what the columns of that persons, two columns are there. So last name and first name, Now the index is immediately after executed this statement, you will get that message is in the SQL prompt index created, right? So by using that index, so if you want to search a particular information of the employee based on the name, so just to suppose you are written like this: select star from persons where name is equal written some name. Already you are created first name is equal, suppose you are written something name, so already you are created the index, no? So immediately within the short milliseconds of the time, the relevant answer for that query will be displayed. So if you are not create the index, it takes a lot of time, because of it search each and every record of the name where it is there in the table. So that is the problem with that. What is that? Index. So you have to just create like this, right? Yes. After creating that index, suppose you want to delete, like as view, so like as the table, you can delete the index also. If you don't want to use the index, you can delete that index also. If you are deleted that index after created a table, there is no affected with the original table also. So how to get it, how to delete means by using the same command to deleting the table of drop and view and index also, we can use the same thing. Simple. The creation is little bit of difficult, but deleting is very simple. Just drop index and write the index name. So before this already we have created that index, no, idx name. If you want to delete the same idx name index of the table, so the table name is already your written person. So how to delete index for that persons means simple: drop index idx name. Immediately the index is deleted from for that table person, right? So like that you can delete or drop or removing the index from the database. So this is the way to creating indexing and dropping the indexes, right? Okay. Finally, once again I will repeat that indexes can be used to retrieve data from the database very fast. So if you have the doubt, you can create first a table, insert something, some lot of records, and execute the query and see the time, how much of the time, how much of the milliseconds or seconds is taken for getting that information of the query. Just write down the time in one paper. After that, create the index and execute the same query, then see the time. Definitely previous time and after created the index, executed that query, you can see the less time, it takes less time, definitely. So you can compare it also. That is the difference without index and with index of the table. This is excellent advantage. Once again I am repeat that. So if you don't have the index of the book, it is very difficult to search the topic in the book. So if you have the index of the book, by using that index you can search topic and see the page number, directly you can move on. So that is the difference is there, same like the index, that I am repeating again, right? Okay. So now I think is it clear that indexes, right? Now you can see another topic, that is 8th topic in this unit, second unit, SQL. Yes, queries means asking the questions from the database. Query means, already you know that query means giving the statement, to retrieving, to deleting, to modifying, to do something transaction. That what you are doing transaction with the database, it's called as query. Simply in our terminology, it is nothing but question. Asking something or doing some transaction with the database is called as the query. Right. Already you know this. But subquery. So subquery and subquery difference is that what is that means, if a query is having another query is called as subquery, like that as in other programming languages, if statement is having another if statement, it is called as nested if statement. If else statement is having within another if else statement is called as nested if else statement in other programming language. Same like that, a query is having another query. You are written a query, within that query suppose you are written another query, that concept is called as subquery. A subquery is within another SQL query and embedded within the where class. Right. Okay, one query is having another query is called as subquery. There is no problem. But where you have to write that another query in the query means that another query you have to write in the where class. Right. So where already you know that it is the class of select command. So that the query means the subquery you have to write in where class only. So a subquery is a query, it is also a query, but it is having with another one, that also you have to write in the where of the select statement. Right. So how to ask the question? By using the select only now. So select is having the where class now. So in that where class you have to write it this subquery. Right. So the when you are writing the subquery in the where class, you have to follow some rules and regulations that I will tell one by one. Right. A subquery can be placed in a number of query classes like where class, from class, having class. So that query is not only write in where, in from also write the subquery, and having is also you can write the subquery. So the subquery you have to write either where, from, and have. You can use subquery with select, update, insert, delete statement along with the operators like less than, greater than, is equal to, greater than or equal, less than or equal to, in, between, and so on. It means you can write the subquery with the select or update or insert any command along with the operator, any one operator also you can use to write the subquery. So okay, don't worry, I will give that one example for this one also. Right. A subquery is a query with another one, already you know that. The outer query is known as the main query and the inner query is known as a subquery. So one query you have another query now. So the first query is called as the outer query. So the second query the means suppose we are written in where or having or from class, that query is called as the subquery. So the before that subquery is outer query. What you are written in that where or having or something or from, that is called as subquery. Outer query or main query also you can call it as. Subqueries on the right side of the comparison operator, already you know that. So where is the right side of the statement now? First that is executed. So when you are written the one query is another query, but first the internal query means the subquery is executed. After that only the main query means outer query is executed. In subquery, order by command cannot be used. So don't use the order by command in what is that? subquery. So what is the purpose of order by command? To retrieve that information either ascending or descending order. That purpose we can use, but in that subquery don't use this one. But group by command can be used to perform the same function as order by command. Same purpose. If you want to use the some order by, instead of using that order by, you can use the group command. There is no problem, right? So don't directly write the order by command in the subquery. So these are some rules and regulations to follow to creating that what subqueries, right? So here we have one example for that subquery. Please listen, please. Select, this is the syntax. So how to write that subquery? So select column name or star or something from table name, where condition, and write the column name and use the operator something. In that one you can write the select. So that bracket after the where, no, so select column name from table name, where is there, no, before the semicolon, that is called as the subquery. So before that at starting you are written the select is the main query or outer query. See here, so in the syntax we are written that subquery in where class only, right? The first select is main query or outer query. So in you are written the another select in where, no, that is called as subquery. That you have to write it, right? So here we have the one employee table. What is that employee table? What are the columns are having in the employee table is ID, name, age, address, salary, right? 1 2 3 4 5 columns are there, right? So we have something information, some IDs 1 to 5, some names, some ages, addresses, and something salary of employee is there, right? So the query with a select statement will be like this, right? See here, select star from employee. The name of the relation is, what is that? Employee. So you are written select star from employee, that is outer query, where ID in. See that is we can use we are used that operator in where. You can use either greater than, less than, or in, or between, or something operator you can write in the where. But where ID in the bracket is you are written, now that is called as subquery. Select ID from employee where salary is greater than or equal to 4,500. So in the table, see here you have different salaries in this one. See this 2,000, 1,500 some employee, 2,000 is another employee, third, fourth employee is 6,500, and fifth employee is 8,500, and suppose sixth and seventh something is there, is also having some records. But in that, suppose you are executed this, first it executes the subquery. So what you are written in the subquery? Select ID. It selects the ID. So whose employee's ID it selects? Whose salary is greater than 4,000. Here suppose you have the 7 records. In that 7 records you have 4, 5, 7. But 6th and 7th is not there. But suppose you have there something salary. But so in the total 7 records, only 3 members are having the salary 4,000 greater than the 4,500. That IDs are selected. After that IDs, the main query select star from employee. Total the information is displayed. Means the query from that first internal query is executed. So it takes that internal query result and substitutes in the where. After that the outer query is executed. So within the bracket what you will get, the answer is 457. That 457 relevant records select star from employee is there now will be displayed. First when you are written the query within another query, first the internal query is executed. So that internal query result is substituted in the where. After that the outer query is executed, then you will get that final result, right? So outer query means main query. So main query is executed after the subquery only, means inner query. The inner query executed, it means it always, you know that in SQL always right to left the statements are executed. We know that first internal query right side is there, no, that is executed. means subquery is executed, that result is substituted in that place, then the outer query is executed, then you will get it. So if you want to see this one query without subquery also, you can write directly select a star from table where employee ID where salary greater than or equal to 4500 also you will get it. But for example purpose you can take like this. Right, see here the mainly useful for this subqueries is, suppose you want to select some information from one table. Based on that result, you want to get some other information in another table. So that the first table write in where class, it substitutes the result, and based on that result again another table data is retrieved. That situations, this is very useful. Finally, I will repeat this once again, what the use of this subqueries means. You can write more than one queries. You can retrieve the different you can write the conditions with the different tables. First the internal query is executed, then after the outer query is executed. Means subquery is nothing but a query is having another query, but that another query write in either where, having, or from only, but generally write that in where only by using the SQL of any operator. So this we have completed that two topics. Okay na? So one is, what is that? One is the SQL indexes. Second topic is SQL subqueries. Both are very important. Indexes importance is, what is the indexes importance? You can retrieve the information within short period of time. Subquery is nothing but write the query within another query. So you can execute the two queries with the same table or different tables also. First the another query is executed, means the inner query is executed, after that substituted the result of that query, then outer query is executed. That is the two topics we have covered in this session, right? I think there is no problem with this one. So number of times in theory examination is repeated these questions, means it in number of times this question is given in the main examination, that is indexes, and short answer purpose there number of times is given that subqueries also. So both are important for theory examinations. Okay, so now I am closing this session. In next class I will continue this one. Thank you to one and all.